Hello again everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're brand new here, please do click subscribe down below, and if you've enjoyed today's video, give us a like as well while you're here. And more importantly, as always, let me know what you think in the comments below. Today we're here back at Manchester Airport and we are looking at the brand new update to the development version for the flybywire A32NX. And the flybywire team have finally, after months of development and testing, they've now merged the entirely custom fly-by-wire and autopilot systems, the custom LEAP 1A engine FADEC performance model, and the rewritten primary flight display. All are now available in the development version of the mod, which is really big news. It's amazing. So great work by the team, lots of progress over the last few months to get this to the stage that it's at. But I'm also going to take you through some of the things that you need to bear in mind if you guys are going to use this for the first time, because there's a little bit of setup required. So hope you enjoy it and hope you find it useful. So straight away you'll find that your primary flight display looks different, looks crisper, and is more true to life to the real Airbus A320. And of course those of you who use the experimental version will already have experienced that. And we turn the fly pad on now because we need to calibrate the throttles, and this is an important step. So from your dashboard, click the settings cog on the top right of the EFB and it will take you to your settings page, and you now have throttle settings, detents, calibrate. So click that and we've got two different axes, and of course you've got different settings here. So you've got idle, climb, flex, toga to set, and there's a bit at the top here that says reverser on axis, yes or no, or independent axis. So you'd turn that on if you've got two throttles, for example the TCA Airbus pack. But I've just got the Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS X, which is a single throttle bar, so it's just axis 1 and 2 combined. So my throttle's on idle, and we can hit set from throttle. We can click the climb gate and we want to bring that up until we hear the click, and we can see that that throttle is at the centre of the climb gate there. That looks pretty good. So set from throttle, flex, again looking at the throttle, up to the next gate, you want it bang in the centre, set that one, and toga finally all the way to the top. Can't go any further forward, set from throttle. Make sure you click save and apply. If you've got a reverser on your axis, you want to select that button there, and you want to then make sure that you've calibrated those as relevant. So to go through the process, reverse idle, I can set a little button here on my throttle and I've just armed it there. That's reverse idle. Set from throttle, and reverse full is lifting the gates and pulling it all the way back to full reverse. Make sure reverse full is selected and set from throttle. As always, any changes you make, you can play around with these and make sure they work as expected, but any changes you make, remember to always hit save and apply. And then that's your throttle settings calibrated. What I'd recommend at this stage is to get set up for a flight and just do a little test flight with it offline, especially if you use VATSIM. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick takeoff run with a rejected takeoff, so I can test all of the functions all at once basically, from flex, toga, back to idle, and then into the reverse gates. So just going to let the ground services equipment finish their job, and then we're going to prep for a little flight. So one of the big piece of information as well that's come from Flybywire today is that not only have they updated the development version with the previous experimental Flybywire branch, as we've already discussed, talk about all those new autopilot Flybywire system features, PFD, etc. They are now also going to change the prototype within the experimental version as well. So that is going to welcome a new prototype feature, which is going to be their new custom LNAV and flight plan manager, which is all based from the work from working title simulations. but this is going to now allow them to start programming the working LNAV, VNAV, the flight plan manager stuff to make sure that we can do automated holds, all this other really cool stuff as well. So watch this space. There's loads of really juicy updates coming from Fly-by-Wire, and it's certainly made the simulator quite incredible thanks to the work of the developers. If you want to get your hands on the latest development version, then check the links in the description below and I'll put them in there for you. But if not, head to flybywiresim.com and download their installer. You'll have the options of the development version, or if you want to try the experimental with the latest prototype stuff, then download the experimental. What I will note though is the experimental version in itself has a limited support policy, so people will encounter lots of issues on it, but it is an experiment, so don't expect it to work accurately and properly all the time. If you want a bit more stability, then use the development version, and then you'll get full support from the team with that. I hope you've enjoyed today's little video. Hopefully you found that the throttle calibration brief tutorial and a bit of an explanation and an update for the project has been helpful. Give us a like if you have, let me know what you think in the comments below, and remember to click that subscribe button down below as well. But in the meantime, until the next live stream, thanks for watching.